Hi students, it is time for geography. Pull out your geography number 7 page. We're doing the 7 continents. It has 2 sides. So we're going to deal with the continents. First of all, what I want you to do is I want you to open your Bibles to John 1:3. So you're going to write the verse right here, okay? I want you to write the verse and then explain what it means. You're going to read John 1:3, and then you're going to write down and tell me what it means. Don't forget, use a capital letter, use a period, right? Good punctuation. Don't forget to put quotation marks around your verse. Because we're quoting out of the Bible, we want to use quotation marks. Don't forget to do that. Now, John is very, very important because it deals with God and creation. And I'm not going to go into much detail because I want you to write out your own explanation of what John 1:3 says. All right? So I want you to think very well about what John 1:3 says. Read it 2 or 3 or 4 times. Don't just read it once and then write down something. Read it a couple times. Think about it, because when we're living in this earth, as we walk outside, we see the trees, we see the mountains, we see the oceans, we look at the continents. It should speak to us about the glory and the power of God. God the Creator. Right? God, the supreme authority, he's governing in the earth. And God, divine providence, he's preparing things for us, working with us, helping us, caring for us, watching over us. So read John 1:3 and explain that. Now, when it says the comparative sizes of the continents, that means that we're comparing how big the continents are. Does that make sense? So some continents are smaller and some continents are bigger. And we're going to look at those. So what do you think is the biggest continent here? All right. Now, hopefully you know where the continents are because I've said it. But if not, you're going to figure it out this week because you're going to have to figure it out on your own, I would imagine. All right. So the first continent is Asia. So right here in this first line, we're going to write Asia. Okay. In your first box, let's write Asia. If you want to, you can write in print in these boxes. So how much of the total land? Now remember, a couple of weeks ago, we talked about how much land was in the earth, right? And there's 30% land, 70% water. So we're going to go over how much of all that land is caused or is covered by how it's distributed amongst the continents. So Asia has 30% of all the land. All the land in the world, 30% of it is Asia. And that's about 17 million. This is the next box, okay? So you guys can do it like this. 17,350,000 square miles. That's how big Asia is. And we'll go over it later on to the map, and I'll show you where all the continents are so that you can know how to put them. The next biggest one is Africa. Africa covers 20.3% of all the land. So of all the land, 20.3% of that belongs to Africa. And that is how many square miles? 11,699,000 miles. That's a lot of land. The next one is North America, and it covers 15.8%, and it is 9,100,000 square miles. So if y'all need to pause things, you can pause things. And then, of course, we're going to have, what do you think next? South America. South America is slightly smaller with 11.9% is how big the land is. And it's got 6,888,000 square miles of land. So, Asia has 30%, Africa is 20%, North America is 15%, South America is 11%. So we could make a big pie chart like this, right? And we could divide it and be like, this right here is Asia, which is 30%. This is Africa, which is 20.3%. This is North America with, right? So we can make a pie chart because 100% of the land is going to be divided through all these continents and islands and stuff like that, okay? Now, you don't have to draw this. This is just what we're saying. When we're dealing with percentages, it's how much of the entire amount of the earth or of the land on the earth is these continents, okay? Next one is going to be Antarctica. Arctica. Antarctica. All right. Now, Antarctica, we're not really going to discuss much of it because it doesn't support life. Man can't live there and grow food. Well, I mean, can live there, but he has to import food and all that kind of stuff. It really doesn't do any good to the planet at this point that we know of. So we're not really going to talk much about it, but it is there. So Antarctica covers 9.5% of all, is 9.5%, and it's 5,500,000 square miles. Okay? Then, of course, we have Europe. How much land? How much is the land of Europe? It's 7%. So 7% of all the land is Europe, which is 4,065,000 square miles. Okay? I'm going to erase this circle. Okay, so let's go ahead and finish this. North America was what? 15.8%. We had South America, which was 11.9%. Now this is not going to be exact. Europe is, let's make this bigger. Europe is 7%. This is South America. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which one are we missing? Oh, Antarctica, which is 9.5%. And then the last one is Australia. This is going to be bigger like this, actually. Australia is going to be how many percent? 5.1%. 5.1%. And it covers 2,948,000 square miles. So basically what we're going to do is if we added all these numbers up right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, from the 7 continents, added all these numbers up, it would come out to the amount that we discuss of land in the earth. Now it's divided this way. Now, of course, these aren't perfectly divided, right? But you see how this is 100% of the land and it's all split between these continents, okay? So fill that out on your paper and you can see how much land. I mean, look how big. Look at this one is 17 compared to North America. So this is 6 million more. No, 8 million. 8 million more square miles than North America. Asia is humongous. Now, look at the very bottom of your page. It says, look at the bottom of your page. It says, title your map, the 7 continents. So on the back, right here, I made a mistake. So you can put the 7 continents. You can do it like that. The 7 continents right there. Okay? Now, you're going to label all the continents. So you're going to put North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, Antarctica. Okay? Make sense? Then what you're going to do is you're going to use blue caterpillar hairs on all the water. So you're going to go around all of these, go around everything in blue, and here as well. All right? And then you're going to do green caterpillar hairs on all the land. So then you're going to do all the land inside. Okay? all the land on the inside needs to be green caterpillar hairs. Then I want you, and it says write your name and date on the back, but don't worry about that because look, you already have your name and date right here, which you of course should put. Some of you have been forgetting to put your name and date. So this is going to be your 7 continents. Let's go over to the map real fast and let's look at all of those continents really well. Okay, here we go. Let's set this here, move these chairs out of the way. Could I hurt myself? All right, let's see how we're doing. Can y'all see everything? I'm going to tilt my screen up a little bit. Tilt it like this so we're kind of even. All right, so boys and girls, if you can see, we have North America right here. Then we have South America. Now, North America goes basically all the way to right here. So from here up is North America. All of this is North America, okay? All this is North America. This is South America. Then we have Africa, which is the second largest. Over here, from here, all this, down this way, all of this is Asia. All of this. That's 30% of all the land. So you have Asia, which is the biggest, and then Africa, and then North America, okay? So this really, Africa really should be quite a bit larger than this, okay? This map doesn't seem very much to scale because Africa is actually the second biggest in the world, okay? Then down here we have Australia, which is the smallest. Here we have Antarctica down here, okay? So we have North America, South America, Africa, Europe. Europe is all these little countries right here. So this is Europe, okay? Right here, Turkey and all that kind of stuff, all that is Asia. And then down here you have Australia. Now, Australia sometimes incorporates some of these areas down here too, okay? Oh, and Antarctica, of course, like I said, is down here. So, North America, South America, Africa, Europe, Asia, Australia, and Antarctica. If you need to use Google to find out how to spell them, then you can use Google to find out how to spell them. All right, boys and girls, next week, we're going to be doing the 4 oceans. So this week, we're doing the 7 continents. Next week, we're going to be talking about all the oceans. All right, we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.